Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this Google logo animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of Adobe After Effects and Adobe Photoshop. So if you are new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the like button and bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe Photoshop. I have this Google file over here. You can download this Google file from Google itself. And first thing we will do, we need all these things on the separate layers. So I'll choose my rectangle tool. Rectangle selection tool. I'll select my layer and I'll select this G. Hit Ctrl X, create new layer, press Ctrl Shift V to paste in place. And we will follow the same procedure for all of them, just like this. Yes, so now all of the alphabets are on a separate layer. I'll save my Photoshop file. And now we will move to the Adobe After Effects. Let's create a new composition. We will name it as main animation. Width is 1920, height is 180, frame rate is 30 seconds, duration is also 30 seconds, and background color I'll choose black color and simply hit OK. Now go to the choose grid and guide option and simply hit title section like this and press Ctrl Alt to import our Photoshop file. I have this Photoshop file. I'll import as footage. Instead of footage, I'll choose composition, return layers and sizes and simply hit import and hit OK. Double click on this composition, hit Ctrl A to select all of them, hit Ctrl C to copy those, go to the main animation and hit Ctrl V. Now select these things and move them over here like this. Right click, create one null object, select all of them and make it a parent with this null one. Now select this null one, press S and adjust this logo at appropriate size, like let's say 75. This looks good to me. Now I'll delete this null one. Now select this layer, hit enter and type G, select this one, hit enter and type O. So basically we need to name them with their respective names. Like this. Now select all of them and hide them for now. Now I'll select my ellipse tool and in the fill option I'll choose white color and by holding shift I'll create one ellipse. Press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center like that. Go to the align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Hit U, select this shape. Now unhide all these things. By holding shift I'll move this thing over here. Hit Ctrl D. By holding shift I'll move this thing over here. Again hit Ctrl D, move this over here. Hit Ctrl D, move this thing over here, hit Ctrl D, move this thing over here and hit Ctrl D and move this thing over here. Now we will again hit enter and type appropriate name. For this one I'll type G, for this one hit enter, type O. L G L and E. Yep. Now unhide all of them. Select all those layers and press P for position and create one keyframe. Now select those keyframes and I'll move them over here. These are some extra keyframes. Now initially what we will do, I'll select all of them and I'll adjust their position something like this. Let's move them over here. I can select all of them, and by holding shift I will move them over here like this. Yep, go to around 1 second and move those keyframes towards 1 second like this. Now select all of them, go to the align tab, and we need to align it horizontally at the center. So if we play now, we will get this kind of option. Now around 2 seconds I'll select this keyframe, hit Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Same procedure we will follow for all of them. Like that. Now in middle of them, select all of them and simply move them upwards. Yep, and at 3 seconds, as we can see, we have created these keyframes initially. At 3 seconds I'll select all of them and I'll move them over here like this. Now I'll select this PSG and I'll make it a parent with this G, but make sure that you are on 3 seconds and then you are free to parent this to the shape layers. I'll select this G and make it a parent with this G. Select this O, make it a parent with this O. Select this O, make it a parent with this shape layer O. Select this one, make it a parent with this. Wrong name, sorry for that. Select this G, make it a parent with this G. Select this L, make it a parent with this L. Select this E and make it a parent with this E, like that. So if I unhide this, as you can see, we are getting this kind of animation. Yeah, I know it's weird, looks weird now, but let's fix it. Hit U now, select all of them and hit F9 to ease those keyframes. If I see, we are getting this kind of animation like this. Now right click, create one null object, press Ctrl Alt Home to anchor point at the center, and then go to align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now select this null object, press R for rotation, create one keyframe over here, go to around 1 seconds, I'll make it complete one rotation. Go to 2 seconds, again create one keyframe and go to 3 seconds and let's make it 0 again like this. Select those keyframes and also hit F9. Now we will select all of them, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph. By holding shift I'll move this handle over here and this handle over here like this. Now make sure that you are at 3 seconds. I'll select this null object, hit enter and type G. Select this null object, hit Ctrl D, hit enter and type O. Again hit Ctrl D, hit enter and only type O. Hit Ctrl D, hit enter, type G. Hit Ctrl D, hit enter, type L. Hit Ctrl D, hit enter and type E. Now what we will do, we will select all the G's like this Photoshop G, this shape layer G and this null object G, and we will move them at the bottom and make sure that you are at 3 seconds. We will follow the same procedure for this Photoshop O, this shape layer O and this null object O. I'll move them over here. Again we will select this Photoshop O by holding shift, by holding Control, select this shape layer O and then hold this Control and select this O and we will move them over here. Select this G and this G and move it over here. Select this L and this L and move them over here. Now all of them are here. Hit U. Now as we can see, we have sequence like first thing is Photoshop, then shape layer, then null object, and similarly all of them. Now select this shape layer and make it a parent with this G. Select this shape layer O and make it a parent with this null O. Select this shape layer O, make it a parent with this null O. Select this G and make it a parent with this null G. Select this shape layer and make it a parent with this null L. select this E shape layer and make it parent with this E. Now if I see my animation, I'll get this kind of animation. So now what we need to do, we need to animate our Photoshop layers. So select all the layers and unhide all of them. So as you can see, we are getting this kind of stuff. Now at this point of time, which is before 3 seconds, I want my Photoshop layers to be revealed. So select all the PS layers by holding Ctrl and click on open square bracket and move them over here. Press S for scaling option, create one keyframe over here, go to around 3 seconds and again create one keyframe. Go over here and I'll decrease the size like this. Select those keyframes and hit F9. Go to the graph editor, select this graph and by holding shift I will move this over here like this. Or you can increase these duration and select all the scale keyframes and move them over here like this. Now at this point I'll select all the shape layers like this and press Alt close bracket like this. Yep. Now select this shape layers and move this duration over here. Now press S, create one keyframe and at this point, that's not necessary, we need to adjust it like this. Now we need to change the color of each and every shape. So I'll select this shape layer and I'll go to this color option. I'll choose the speaker and I'll choose this color, which is our G. I'll select this O, go to the fill option, select this and choose this red color, hit OK. So as you can see, we have these colors. Select this O, go to the fill option and with the help of picker, I'll choose this yellow color. Select this G shape layer, go to the fill, choose this color, hit OK. Select this L layer, choose L color, which is green. Select this and I choose this color. Okay, so if I see now, we are getting this kind of animation. Hit U, select all of them and make sure that you are selecting this motion blur option. So if I see my animation now, we will get this animation with a little motion blur like this. Now I'll select this all G, press Ctrl Shift C and we will name it as G, hit OK. Select these O's, press Ctrl Shift C and type O. Select these O's, press Ctrl Shift C to pre-compose it and type O. Select this G, press Ctrl Shift C and type G. Select this L, press Ctrl Shift C and type L. Select this E, press Ctrl Shift C and type E and hit OK. Now we will take a gap of 5 frames. Select this O, open square bracket. Select this O, open square bracket. Select this G, open square bracket and open square bracket. So if I see my animation now, I'll get this kind of animation. If you want the distance to be a little less, so you are free to do that. I'll move them over here. Hit page down button 1 time, or maybe you can move them over here and over here. Now I will see, if I see my animation, I'll get this kind of animation, but I'll take the difference of 5 like this. Now press Ctrl Y to create a solid background. I'll choose white color and hit OK. I'll move this thing over here. So yep, this is our final animation for Google logo.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon for more updates. And if you want to watch After Effects tutorials in Hindi, then please consider to visit my another channel called AG Animations. Link will be available in the description. Until then, stay tuned.